What is up, you guys? It's Cedric45 here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys my Gravekeeper's deck profile. So yes guys, this video was supposed to be uploaded yesterday if you're watching this at the time it's being uploaded, but I was just really busy yesterday and I couldn't find the time that I needed to upload it. But I'm here now, and this is just, my deck profile of my Gravekeepers. And yeah, I am also going to be uploading another video today as a bonus because I feel like I owe you guys this because I haven't been able to upload a lot lately because of the holidays and stuff. But now that they're over, I'm able to get back to just sticking on this channel and just uploading what I need. And yeah guys, so this is gonna be my Gravekeeper deck profile. This is one of the, I would say, my top 3 favorite deck to play with right now, because the other two decks that I really enjoy playing over anything is just my Magical Musketeers and my Dark Magician, which I have profiled for you guys. So if you guys haven't watched that, feel free to watch that on my channel. And yeah, basically this is a really fun deck that I've enjoyed playing lately, because of Necro Valley and Royal Tribute, going back to 3, because Royal Tribute with Necro Valley is just really broken. Being able to just dump all of your opponent's monsters to the grave and then locking them from the grave to be able to do anything is just really broken. And that's why I was inspired to play this deck again. And it's really fun. It's a really cool control strategy. You have a lot of ways here to search out Necro Valley and get into those plays right away. And yeah, so just a few things I want you guys to keep in mind while we're doing this is that there's only one thing I need you guys to know. I am running a lot of fake cards here. Some of these cards are real, but some of them aren't. Well, most of them aren't actually, and it's only because I can't really afford all the cards that are here in this deck, because it's really hard for me to afford legit cards. But if you're okay with that and you guys don't mind seeing that, this deck profile shouldn't be a big deal for you. And I'm not going to waste any of your time, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the deck profile. So yeah guys, just like usual, I am running a 40 card main deck, and we're obviously going to be starting off with the monsters. And for the first monster, I am running 3 Gravekeeper Spiritualists. So yes, this is the one that lets you fusion summon when you have Necro Valley on your field, and she lets you use her and any other Gravekeeper monster in your hand or on your field to fusion summon, kind of like a contact fusion in a sense. And yeah, so that's why you don't need stuff like polymerization in this deck. And yeah, she's really important. You want to see her in your opening hand along with Necro Valley, or with a way to get into Necro Valley right away, so that you can fusion summon into your main win condition of the deck, which is Supernaturalist, which I will be going in further depth as we proceed into the deck profile. But she's really important. You want to see her right away. You want to be able to fusion summon into your Supernaturalist right away. So yeah, that's why she's at 3. And then next, I am running 3 Gravekeepers Commanded. So yeah, this is the searcher of your deck, which lets you discard him from your hand to be able to add the Necro Valley field spell from your deck to your hand, so that you can just activate that, go into Spiritualist, fusion summon to your Supernaturalist, and then just go off with your plays. And he's really important as well. You want to see him in your opening hand so that you get into that field spell right away to start off with your plays. And yep, that's why he's at 3 here. And then next, I am running 3 Gravekeeper Spy. So he's the one that when he's flip faced up, lets you special summon a Gravekeeper's monster from your deck to the field, which has a 1/5 or less attack points, which almost all of your Gravekeepers here are all 1/5 or less attack, except with a few exceptions in mind. And yeah, he's really important as well. I just felt like maxing out on him because I felt like it was really important for me to get something like a Recruiter on the field, to be able to maybe like link it away or something, so that I can get its effect off to get into Necro Valley if I needed it or something like that. He's just really important. He's the one that you really want to see also very often so that you can get the pieces that you need on your field right away and be able to see Necro Valley. And yep, that's why I maxed him out at 3. And then next, I am running 3 Gravekeeper's Recruiter. So yes, he's the one that when he is sent from the field to the grave, lets you add any Gravekeeper monster with 1/5 or less attack from your deck to your hand. And basically what you usually do with him is that when he's sent to the field, whether you're linking away or your opponent, you know, destroys it or something, you usually want to add something like Gravekeeper's Commandant, so that you can just discard it for your turn later on to get into Necro Valley. And yep, he's really important as well. You want to see him as well as often as you can if you don't have another way in your hand to get into Necro Valley. So yeah, usually you would want to summon him off of something like Headman or Spy or anything else in particular. So yeah, that's why I maxed him out at 3. And then next, for our 2-up, I am running 2 Gravekeeper's Headman. So he's the one that when he is summoned, regardless if it's normal or special summon, lets you target a Gravekeeper monster in your grave to special summon it in attack position or in face down defense position. So usually what you do with him is that you can use him to summon something like, you know, Recruiter from your grave in attack mode and maybe like link it away or something, or going to something else to get rid of him, to get something like Commandant from your deck to your hand to discard it for later on, to discard it during that same turn. Or you can use him to summon something like Spy and flip it face up, and then after that you can either like go into Recruiter or something else to be able to add Necro Valley to your hand. And he's also really good if you're just using him on your first and opening turn, so that's why he's here. And for our 1-ups, I'm running 1 Gravekeeper's Descendant. So he's the one that when he's on the field, you get to tribute a Gravekeeper monster on your field to target 1 card that your opponent controls and pop it. So yeah, he's just really good just for that removal or anything else that, you know, is giving you problems with building your board. So I just kept him here as a 1-up because he's not really that important to pop anything, and he's really easy to just reoccur from the grave with something like Headman. So that's why I put him at 1. It's not that important. And lastly, for our cute little tech that not a lot of people play, is I'm running 1 Gravekeeper Shaman. So she's the one that lets you gain attack. Well, no, gain 200 defense for each Gravekeeper monster in your grave. And then this one is almost like a walking floodgate for the grave, because this one negates all monster effects that activate in the grave except Gravekeeper monsters. And then while Necro Valley is on the field with this, your opponent cannot activate field spell cards, and field spell cards cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So this is also a really good way to protect Necro Valley on the field in case you don't have something like Supernaturalist. And this is also really good against a lot of meta matchups right now with something like Orcus. They can't banish, well, they can't banish Nightmare. They can't go into something like Harper. It's also really good for Salamangreat. They're locked into other things. They can't reoccur Spinny. They can't do anything with Gazelle. It's really broken, and I just kept it as a 1-up because it's really easy to just special summon her off of other things that we have in the deck. Yep, she's a cute little tech, and that's why I put her at 1. And that is it, guys, for the monsters. Let's go ahead and get into the spells. And for the spells, I'm obviously running 3 Necro Valley. So yeah, this is your floodgate of the deck. It's the main thing you want to see and be able to use right away in your first and opening turn, because this negates all cards from being moved from the graveyard, except really your own, which you don't really care about. And this also lets you gain, let all your Gravekeeper monsters gain 500 attacking defense, but that doesn't, that's not really as important as everything else, because this one negates anything that will move cards from being moved from the grave to any other place, or stops it from being like vanished or something. And this also lets you negate any card effect that changes types or attributes in the grave, which obviously doesn't come up a lot nowadays in this meta. But it's just here. This is your floodgate deck. You want to see this, you know, right away, be able to activate it, go into spiritualist, and all that stuff. So yeah, this is really important. That's why it's at 3 here. And then next, I am running 3 Necro Valley Throne. So basically what you usually do with this one is that when it's your turn and you activate this, you either get to add a Gravekeeper monster from your deck to your hand, so it can be anything, or you can use this to get a additional normal summon, which doesn't usually come up a lot unless you're in desperate need. But usually what I use with this is I usually add Commandant off of this or whatever I'm missing in my hand, so it's just really good to add your combo pieces with this without using your normal summon. Yeah, that's why it's here. It's really important. And then next, I am running 3 Hidden Temples of the Necro Valley. So this is also a really good floodgate of your deck as well, because when you activate this, when you have a Gravekeeper monster and Necro Valley on the field, neither player can special summon monsters in any way except Gravekeeper monsters. So basically, this doesn't hurt you at all. It only hurts your opponent because they can't special summon anything. So when you have this, unlike with Supernaturalist, Necro Valley, and something like Shaman in your deck, that basically locks your opponent out of doing anything, so they can't special summon, they can't do stuff in the grave. It's really broken. And you also really want to see this right away as well when you already have your board set up with Supernaturalist. And this is obviously really searchable off of Supernaturalist or like Throne or something, or not really Throne, but like everything else. And yep, that's why it's here. It's really important. And next, for our next spell, the reason why I'm even playing this deck is I'm running 3 Royal Tribute. So yeah, I just, you know, it's back at 3, so this is really broken. Being able to have your opponent and you like discard your whole, discard all of the monsters in it to go to the grave, and then with this Necro Valley in the field, it's just really broken. And that's why you really want to be able to see this also as well when you already have your board set up. I just wish this was searchable. I wish I had a way to get into this faster, but that's why I have to max it out at 3, so that you can see it. And yep, this is the whole reason why I'm even playing this deck. And next, just as a little tech that I'm running for now, I'm running 3 Secret Village of the Spellcasters, because obviously everything here are all spellcasters, and this is just here for like stalling and stuff. I would side this out for other things here, but I don't even have a lot of cards right now to replace this, so I just use this as a walking floodgate. Because usually if I don't have a way to get into Necro Valley, I would just activate this and then be able to just like block my opponent from spells and everything. And it's obviously not that hard to get into a spellcaster to use this, but that's why it's here, and it's just a walking floodgate in case you can't get into Necro Valley. And then next, I am running 3 Twin Twister. So yeah, this is just basically here for back removal. This could be anything else. Some people would consider running hand traps, but I wouldn't actually, because it doesn't really synergize well with Royal Tribute, because you're just gonna end up discarding it, and it's just gonna be dead, basically. So Twin Twister is here just for back removal, and yeah, that's why it's here. It's just generic. And then next, I am running 1 Double or Nothing. So this is really easy to go into. I am running the Utopia package, and you do have a lot of level 4s in your deck with stuff like Spiritualist, of Commanding, and some other things here, and it's just really important, so you could go for that OTK. Yeah, that's why it's here. And that is it, guys, for the spells, and we're gonna go into the traps, which I'm not running that many of. So first, I am running 3 Imperial Tombs of the Necro Valley. So this is just your counter trap of the deck, which lets you negate everything as long as you have a Gravekeeper monster and Necro Valley on the board. So this lets you negate anything, lets you negate a monster effect, spell, trap, or whatever. And this is just really important. It's just, you know, you want to use this right away to disrupt your opponent during their turn and everything, when you already have your own board set up. Yep, that's why it's here. And then next, For our 1-ups, I'm just running one Necker Valley Temple. So this one, when this is activated, lets you lower your opponent's attack points and defense points of all of their monsters by 500, as long as you have Gravekeeper and Necker Valley on the field. And then once per turn during the main phase, if you control no cards in your field zone, and you activate this, you can use this to activate Necker Valley directly from your hand or your grave. So it lets you reoccur like that. And then if this card in your possession is destroyed by the opponent's card effects and sent to the grave, you can set one Necker Valley spell or trap directly from your deck to the field. So yeah, it's just really good there just to be able to reoccur Necker Valley on the same turn when you really need to, and it's just there to like be able to protect it or something, and it does float obviously when it's destroyed, and yeah, that's why it's here. And then lastly, just as our cute little tech of the deck, I am learning one Rite of Spirit. I just really wish this was searchable, because basically this one lets you just target any Gravekeeper monster in your grave and just special summon it. And then this card's activation effect is obviously not affected by Necker Valley. So yeah, I just really wish this was searchable. I didn't have a lot of space to be able to max out on this, so that's why I just put it at 1, because it's not really that important. It is cool when you see it, but unless you have your board set up, it's just not really that good, and I really wish this was searchable. But yeah, that's why I kept it at 1. And that is it, guys, for the main deck. Now we'll go in and get to the extra deck. And for our extra deck, I'm running 2 Supernaturalists. So yeah, he's the one that lets you protect your field spell, and then every turn during your main phase, you can activate its effect. That during the end phase, you can just add any Gravekeeper card. I think, yeah, Gravekeeper monster or any Necker Valley card from your deck to your hand. So that you can activate it for later on. And then this gains attack to the levels of the monsters used for its fusion summon times, what is it? Times 100. So yeah, so it can just go into being a big 3300 big stick when you need it. And like I said, this is the one that protects your field spell, and this is the one that you want to be able to summon into right away during your first opening turn. Yep, that's why it's here at 2. I don't really need it at 3. It's just not that super important for me to put at 3, but that's why it's here. And then next, I'm just running one Samurai Grave Violet Chimera. So yeah, this is just a super poly target that you guys can change to be something like Starving Venom, Dracostepelia, or anything else. But I just put this here because I don't really have a lot of space for anything else right now. And yeah, you could side in something like Super Poly to be able to go into this during your Samurai Grave matchup. But this could obviously just be any Super Poly target in general. So that's why I put this here. And that is it for the fusions. For the XCs, I'm running one Phantom Knight Break Sword because we do run a few level 3s in the deck, and this is kind of what you want to go into if you want to go for that pop or something when you need something to, you know, pop that's giving you problems. And yeah, it's not really important. I just put at 1. And then next, for the most important XCs package of the deck, I'm running one Utopia double and one Utopia. So obviously, this is the one that you want to use to be able to go OTK for game, get it to 10,000 attack, lower their attack, and you know, lower their attack, or not really lower their attack, but you know, be able to go in for a lot of damage. Yeah, this is really important. That's why it's at. That's why I put one of each here. And then next, sorry guys. And then next, I'm running one Time Thief Redoer. So yeah, not a lot of people run this card as much anymore, and yeah, this is really important for the deck, kind of when you want to take stuff from your opponent's, you know, top of their deck and be able to, you know, disrupt them during their plays with popping stuff or whatever. And I don't really go into this as often as I like, but it's just here when I need it, and yeah, that's why it's here. And then next, I am running one Buguska because it's just here for stalling, and in case I don't have a lot of plays or able to do anything, I just keep him here just to be able to go for game or whatever. Well, not really go for game, but to be able to stall until I can get what I need to my hand to set up my own board, and then I could just use to link it away into something. Yeah, that's why I put them at one here. And that's it for the Xyz. And then lastly for the links, I'm just gonna make this real quick. I'm running one Lambda, one Griffin, one Cerberus, and then this. I wish this could be something else. This was supposed to be a unicorn. This was supposed to be a phoenix. This was supposed to be something like a boar sword, and this was just supposed to be any generic link too. So this is the only one I could think of. And yeah, guys, you can just change these as much as you want. Yeah. To anything general or anything generic. Obviously, you'd want to put something like boar sword here for OTKs, and you'd want to be able to put phoenix for a back roll, and like unicorn for like spinning stuff to the deck. And Lambda's just here just as a generic link too, so that I can use it to go into other stuff. And yeah, that's just my basic link packets. They're not really that important, but they're here when I need it. And that is it, guys. That is gonna be my Gravekeeper deck profile. So again, guys, yeah, I am really enjoying this deck. This is a lot of fun to play with at my locals. I just wish there was more ways for me here to be able to play this at a much bigger event, but I don't really feel like it's designed to do that. But yeah, that's why I designed this deck, and that's why I'm playing it like this. And yeah, so if you guys want to try that out, feel free to take my deck profile as notes here for how you want to build yours, but this is just how I build mine at the moment. And that is it, guys. That is it for my deck profile of my Gravekeepers. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what videos you guys do want to see next. And if you do like my content and you want to see more in the future, feel free to subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell so that you guys don't miss out every time I upload videos. And that is going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is Gravekeeper 45 signing out.